Alright, this is Stargrace. I don't feel like waiting for the clock to tick down the rest of the way, so I'm gonna live on the edge here and flick it live before the timer runs out. Oh, wait, no. Okay, my mouse was going crazy. Welcome back, anyone who's watching. I know I see a Scopeak out there, and just a Scopeak out there. Oh wait, no, I see an Iron Wolf. I see an Iron Wolf and a Scopeak. So welcome to the stream, guys. I got my fussy one on my lap here. I hope you guys are having a good day. Let's get some RimWorld going. So Scopeak, what I was saying before is you're so pretty is because here your character is pretty, and Ironwilled also. I actually got some pretty good stats this time. Then we've got Stargrace, who is a teetotaler and ascetic. So she abhors the idea of gaining pleasure from chemicals, and she avoids alcohol and pleasurable drugs. Yeah, that sounds just like me. We've got David Peralty up here again. He is pretty also. You've got some competition there, Scopeak, and he's also gay. We've got Iron Wolf, who is a pessimist and a hard worker. We've got Schnoodles, who is a nudist green thumb with a chemical fascination. We've got Flaming Bard, who is a gay nudist psychopath, also an exotic dancer. And Flaming Bard is also the leader of our cult, the Wiggles. So she has sermons twice a day. Actually, wait, once a day right now. She holds sermons over here once a day and tries to convert people to the Wiggles, because that is a cult if I ever heard of one. So I am playing with the Cthulu mod, and we've also got the Star Wars mod. None of our colonists are adepts in the Force. We haven't come across any of that yet, but that doesn't stop us from using any of the Force related items. There is gear. Do you need down, bud? You're very quiet. Are you still alive? You want down? There you go. Okay. There is gear for Star Wars. I think we've got a helmet. I can't tell because my little icon has helmet turned off. Maybe? Stargrace is wearing a top hat. David's wearing the cat people gear. I don't know where everybody else is. So what I went ahead and did was... started the base before... I mean, I did play... what was it? Monday, I guess? Monday I played, but I started the base off stream. Iron Wolf, you do still have your top hat. There you are. You still got your top hat. You're looking dapper as always. I started it off stream so that we didn't have to build the base on stream because that was really boring. So we are quite a bit ahead. I'm playing a cat race because they started with power. We've spent so much time trying to build a base. I am still playing on a pretty hard difficulty level right now. And welcome to the stream, Mitz the Kitty. Nice to see you. So we are still playing on a pretty hard difficulty, and I am playing on Phoebe Chillax, I think, is the storyteller this time around. Normally I have it on Randy Random, but I was getting a little tired of his stuff. So, oh, you want up now, bud? Come on up. Here you go. So my little guy's having a bit of a fussy week, so you're gonna have to bear with me and his talking as always. So what happened last time? I guess we had a small raid come by, but because we are the cat people, we start out with some pretty awesome weapons. You can see here we've got a rifle, charge shot rifle. We've got 2 of those, and we've got 2 of these awesome pistols, which are also charge shots. And we've got some armor. So we just sent everybody out there and basically took them all down before they even got to do anything to us. So it was pretty nice. Just gonna speed things along here. Right now we're building a room for prisoners. We didn't have one before, and the guys that we took down were so far away from our base that we had to let them die. And that's a waste of bodies. I mean, the Wiggles, you know, they're gonna want some sacrifices. And we don't want to sacrifice our own colonists unless it gets to that point. I mean, if they're not going to be part of the Wiggles, then we might have to, you know, consider that. But for the time being, we want everybody working, and we want everybody participating, and, you know, one big happy family. So if we happen to find or acquire or commandeer some extra souls, we will hang on to those, and we'll see what we can do with them. So here you can see we are worshipping Nyarlathotep. I think I pronounced that properly. It's my stream, so I'm just gonna say I pronounced it properly. And we have evening sermons. Before we can start doing sacrifices, we need the gods to pay attention to us. So we could offer... Oh, we could offer us. Oh, that's the offerer. Okay, offering. So we could do some meals and some plants and some meat and stuff like that. But for now, we're just going to keep on with our sermons and converting everybody over. Because the thing is, if you get too far involved with your cult, and you don't... Well, friendlies, what's that? And you don't make sure that everybody... Like, here, where's the little stat? Okay, blah, 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 there's friendlies coming. Okay, we get it. Where is it? There we go. Okay, so there's cult-mindedness. There's cult-mindedness, and what you want is for the cult-mindedness to go up. So we're going to keep doing sermons until everybody has their cult-mindedness pretty far up. So you can see Scout Peak here is pretty far up there. Stargray, she's pretty far up. David's almost there. Iron Wolf, he is holding out. Schnoodles, not so bad. And Flaming Bard, she's our priest, right? So she's all the way up there in cult-mindedness. Ugh. Yeah, I know there's some wonkiness. I have it on my TV too, but every once in a while it goes weird. And hey, welcome to the stream, Lost Troll. Nice to see ya. Alright, so we've got some friendlies coming. Last time they didn't really do anything and they just hung around outside, and I expect that's what they're going to do this time too. But we shall see. Oh, so there's a sermon going on right now. Flaming Bard, the exotic dancer, is holding it, and everybody... Hey, Cafo. Oh, and the sermon is done. Okay, so Iron Wolf has been initiated now into the Wiggles. Now, Stargrace has broken down and is wandering around in confusion. The reason for that is because I have dementia, a bad back, and an artery blockage, which means probably once or twice a day I end up going crazy, and, you know, I lose my mind and I just wander around. Am I outside or inside? I'm outside, of course I am. It's 29 degrees out though, so I should be okay. Unless something really big comes along and wants to eat me, which is the other fun part of the Cthulhu mod. Eventually, monsters start showing up, and yeah, fun times all around. So for now, everybody's just doing their thing. Somebody should be working on these beds, but I have it set so that the quality builder is turned on, which means the person with the highest construction is the one that's gonna take care of it. 7, 8... 11. Of course, it's Stargrace. It's the person who is crazy right now. So that's why the prisoner room is not being built. Oh yeah, the smart TV has a lot of interesting features. I know ours, there's like paid and free apps for it. Those are the friendlies. Cafo, if you can come over here to BC, you are welcome to some. I have so many apples. My mother-in-law stopped by with just a huge bag of them, and I can't eat them all. So I've been trying to find things to do with these apples, and I don't eat a lot of sweets. And plain apples are fine until you have 40 of them. And my little dude, he can't, I mean, he can eat them when they're cooked, but he can't eat raw apples yet. They're too hard. He doesn't have back teeth or anything. I don't like applesauce, actually. I know applesauce was recommended. My little dude does eat applesauce, so I could make it for him. But I've been looking for things for me, and not so much for him. Okay, you want back up? I get it. Here you go. There you go. Is that better? Is that what you wanted? So everybody's going around. Basically, we're just making... Actually, we're going to up the meals here. We have it set right now so that they'll keep 20 on hand, but because we added an extra person to the colony, we'll get a couple more people here. There we go. We'll add 25. I guess we could cook... I think we have enough cooking now so that we can do the simple meals. I don't think we can do... No, we can't do fine meals yet. So we don't have 8 in cooking. So the friendlies are still just hanging out on our map. Finally, oh wait, no. So Skippy is one of our Oris. We've got 2 of them here, and they're bonded. One's bonded to Stargrace, and one's bonded to Schnoodles. And Schnoodle's, oh, I guess everybody's asleep. Now have I, yeah, I set everybody up so that they're forced joy but not forced anything else. Hopefully Stargrace will get around now that she's not in her delirious state to working on these beds. And who is lacking? What am I listening to? Oh, kids outside. Okay. I thought I was listening to gunshots, which it was not incredibly unlikely here. But I am in a subdivision. But the backyard is wooded, so I was wondering what was going on. But it's actually kids outside on the street playing with a hockey stick, slapping it against the concrete. Anyway. Yeah. So we've got a nice little room set up here. We should have somebody researching. We do have people researching, but it looks like Iron Wolf has other things on the go. So we're gonna tone his stuff down so that he can focus on some research. There. Because we do want to get that taken care of. Yes, you know, hockey stick, those things you put in your hand and you whack at things with them. You want down, bud? Here you go. Here you go. Be careful. Don't bump your head. Oh, it looks like, I think this was, oh, Stargrace has now collapsed. And she's in hospital because of her health. Oh, she's got food poisoning now too. Great. So she's got food poisoning, dementia, bad back, and an artery blockage, which means she's probably gonna have a heart attack any day and just keel over. So we marked this room for prisoners. We're set. We've got a hospital, we've got a room for prisoners, everybody's got a bedroom, we've got our little occult place. Let's decorate it a little bit. Spice it up. See what we can add. Let's add some jack-o'-lanterns. Let's make it all nice and festive. Oh, Flaming Bard is doing another sermon. Everybody is eagerly listening, except for, of course, Stargrace, who is passed out in the hospital. Sermon's over. That was quick. So we're going to build ourselves some jack-o'-lanterns. If we get some wax, why are we low on food? Oh, we need to set people out hunting again, I guess. There's not a lot of meat on those things. Foxes, squirrel, turkeys, wild boars, tortoise. I don't like any of the animal choices we have. We must eat a lot. I guess we'll do raccoon. Who's in the mood for raccoon? We'll do raccoon. I guess we could do the mega sloth too. Bandit camp opportunity. Broba, chief of the Purple Swallow Gabbo. Chief of the Purple Swallow Gabbo has sent us a message. Apparently bandits in a nearby base camp have been raiding their caravans. They've asked us to destroy it, which means eliminating all enemies and turrets. If we succeed, their relations will improve and they'll send us this reward. Limestone Grand Sculpture. I haven't been accepting any of these because what you have to do is pack up your colonists in a caravan and travel across the map to where the bandits are hanging out, and then taking them down, of course, and then, you know, go back to your base afterwards. And we haven't had enough spare colonists or spare things to do to warrant that yet. And honestly, a masterwork grand sculpture is, I mean, it's neat and it'll add to the quality of our home, but it's not that neat. So for now, we're just going to ignore it. We have 2 nudists. Are they both restricted in clothing? I didn't realize we had 2. I thought we only had 1. No, we do have 2, and they're both mercs. Okay. So we've got 2 nudists, which is why they're wandering around without clothing, of course. Because if we gave them clothing, they would have a negative moodlet, and that's no fun. No fun at all. So the raccoon corpses are starting to roll in. We're getting low on meals. Why is no one cooking? Oh, you know what? It's because we put Iron Wolf on research instead of cooking. Alright, Iron Wolf. You're too important as a chef. Well, actually, Flaming Bard is wearing... That's the exotic dancer nudist. She is wearing a Rebel Alliance helmet. And Schnoodles, he is wearing a Muffalo leather top hat. Ooh, I love our pumpkins. Oh, they warm the place, too. I didn't realize that. That's cool. So they're warming up the indoors for us. And they last for 8 days. So, who is going to do some cooking for us? Apparently nobody. Why is nobody cooking? I think it's because they don't have high enough cooking. The other people I had left. So let's cook simple meal. Do it until we have 25. There we go. Iron Wolf, yep, you're back to cooking. I guess no one else wanted to. Alright, so everybody else is out here hunting. We did pick a better map this time. We haven't explored any of the buildings yet, and there is quite a bit of mountains so that we could do some mining. If you remember the last one, there was not a whole heck of a lot to do. And now that we're better prepared, if we happen to open one of the ancient evils, it won't be that big of a deal. I mean, it'll be a big deal, but it won't be that big of a deal. Oh, now I'm just basically waiting for Phoebe Chillax to give us something better going on. If I look at the story here, choose storyteller. So we have Phoebe Chillax, lots of time between disasters, relax and build your colony. And I did pick that, like I said, I picked that because we were just getting pummeled. There's also Cassandra Classic. So it's a steady increasing curve. Let's go ahead and we'll pick her for a little while. We don't really need that much of a break in between events happening at this point in the game. Oh, is our radio playing? It's not. Let's turn our radio on for a little bit of joy. Schnoodles has gotten food poisoning, but he's tough and we should be alright. So even with 6 people, there's still so many chores because the base is that much bigger that Iron Wolf can, I mean, he goes between cooking and research. Randy is a jerk. I had it on the highest difficulty possible, which is what I normally play on, and I had it on Randy Random, and it was just, boy, it was a disaster. I mean, a good disaster, but I was restarting the colony pretty much every stream, and I wanted to progress a little bit further. I wanted to be able to show people some of the higher level things. Yeah, I don't have the kitty one. I've never actually played it because I'm not even sure why. I just haven't. Oh yeah? Maybe I'll have to check it out next time. So we've researched passive cooler, which is great because our kitty people do not like the heat. So we really needed that, especially because it was summer. It's not anymore. Now it's fall. Let's go back to our research screen. It hangs a little bit because I've got so many mods here. Let's go to our occult mastery here. Let's make an altar of sacrifice. So we're gonna research that. Now remember, we took a break from researching the occult because your colonists will slowly go insane if they don't have a little break or rotate out. What's up, bud? Hey, what's up? Is your toys bothering you? So yeah, if we don't give our colonists a break, so Scopik is the one researching right now. He doesn't have any insanity going on, so we don't have to worry about it yet. But eventually he'll get a little message, it'll be over his health, and it'll say that his mind is starting to go. He's starting to lose it a little bit. And the more time you spend researching, the more insane they go, of course. And especially since we have good weapons and good armor, I really don't want my colonists going insane. I mean, it brings a lot of fun to the game, but like I said, we want to get a little further this time around. So yeah, a Scopik researches. Oh yeah, you're also female, Scopik. Ooh, ancient danger. Where's that? Okay, so that's an ancient danger. She shot through the wall, and so they say that the area has been revealed. So this big building up here, that's an ancient danger. And I will promptly forget that it's an ancient danger, and I will open it sometime. So yeah, Scopik, you're also a woman. I forgot to tell you that. I mean, I guess it's not really important in the grand scheme of things. But because we have good armor and good weapons, I don't want us going insane and shooting up human sacrifice. Let's research human sacrifice. There we go. So we usually are able to research a handful of occult things before going insane, or we can swap out who is doing the research, and that will also help. On the needs, you can see the cult-mindedness, and it declines if you're not doing cult things, which is why we have a sermon every day. And whoever's doing the research, they will also go really high up in the cult-mindedness. Now, if we look at Skopeek, you can see that he's got initial sanity loss. She, sorry, has sanity loss. And then the longer that she does it, the more insane she'll go. So now Iron Wolf is taking over, so that's alright. Skopeek's doing some sweeping, keeping the place all neat and tidy. Apparently nobody likes to hang on to their guns. Why is Skopeek using a club? He's not a brawler, is he? No. I think it's because Stargrace kept losing her gun. Iron Wolf's got his. Let's give you a gun. You've got a gun. Where did I get an extra gun from? Oh well, you hang on to that one. I'm not going to give Stargrace a weapon, because every time she collapses onto the ground, she drops her weapon. Our little storage room is full. We're going to forbid the go juice. Flaming Bard? No, it was Schnoodles. Schnoodles got addicted to go juice last gameplay session, and it took basically an hour for him to finally crack the habit. And he was bedridden the entire time. He was just useless to us. We don't want to go through that again. Okay, so now we can upgrade an altar to an altar of human sacrifice. How do we do that? I don't know. Can we do that here? I don't know how we upgrade our altar. Oh, there we go. Upgrade. Plunk. Upgrade successful. Plunk. Upgrade successful. Awesome. Now it's got a fancy little skull. Should we? We could get rid of Stargrace and then she wouldn't be on the floor all the time. Oh, they have to be a prisoner? Alright, let's see what we can do here. We can make something happen. Where is Stargrace? She is butchering a raccoon. She's not carrying a weapon, so we don't have to... 72 virgins! There's only 12 on the map! Ooh, okay, so Iron Wolf... Let's slow down the game a little bit. Iron Wolf is arresting Stargrace. Stargrace doesn't have any weapons, so we don't have to worry about her trying to break free and using her uber guns of doom to kill everybody. Alright. So now we have a prisoner. Now let's go back to our... I don't know what any of this does. Starry Wisdom, Forbidden Knowledge, or Favor. Let's go with Favor. Make a sacrifice without any worldly gains. Transform your executioner's mind into a psychopathic one. Psychopaths will also be turned cannibalistic. Grants a sizable bonus to your current research project. Alright, let's go with Favor, because so far our standing is only glanced, and that means that the god doesn't even really recognize the wiggles, and that's no fun. Is that all I have to do? Oh wait, no, then I think I have to... I don't know. Okay, so I have human sacrifice set here. Okay, there we go. So we're gathering for a sacrifice, so Flaming Bard is gonna go pick up Stargrace and bring her over to the table. Oh no! You disturbed my sleep. Hey, we'll be able to put her on. No, she's gonna be a dead person. We should strip her first so that we can take her armor. Can't do it while she's being carried. I think it's too late for that. Alright, we'll have to find someone who's okay with wearing dead people's armor. She's got really good armor, and we should have stripped her down first so we could take the armor before it became armor from a dead person. Anyway, let's see what happens. Oh no! Help me! Help me! Someone rescue me! Meow! I imagine that's how the conversation is going. Oh, and she's dead. Ooh, success! Your colonists have gathered for a sacrifice to be noticed. Flaming Bard felt a supernatural presence connect with them from beyond space and time. The ritual was a complete success. Skippy, who is our Ori, is wandering around in a psychotic state because it was bonded with Stargrace. So now Stargrace is dead, which is fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's good. Because now we don't have to deal with her being all, I'm gonna pass out on the floor. And that was a pain to deal with. And honestly, we had enough colonists that it's okay. So Skippy is now gonna go crazy. So maybe we should sacrifice Skippy. Let's see, we can do that, can't we? Animal. Oh, I guess we can't pick Skippy right now. I don't know why. I think it's because, it's either because they're wandering around in a psychotic state or because they're not bonded to anybody, I'm not sure. Let's see if it matters. What's up, bud? Yeah, I think it's because they're wandering around in a psychotic state. Alright. So Flaming Bard looks very pleased with herself. She's over here meditating. Schnoodles just went right to sleep, and so did Skopeek. Deep Peralty is praying in the corner of his room. He's a little bit traumatized. They've just left the corpse on the altar. We have a couple of spare graves, but nobody wants to take care of it right now. Oh, maybe it's we can't do a sacrifice because the altar is being reserved right now. So let's strip her. Flaming Bard's gonna take care of that. And then we should probably bury her. Oh, she could consume the corpse. Let's do that. You can strip the corpse, but... Oh no, we have beavers! You can strip the corpse, but then the gear is still considered to be dead man's gear. It's flagged. And they won't like it. So we have a bunch of beavers coming up on the map. So we're gonna mark them all to be slaughtered. We've only got 10 this time, that's not so bad. Go back to Flaming Bard, who is, she's gonna have herself a little mouthful of Stephanie. Stargrace. Stephanie is my real life name. Please don't have a bite of me. I'm head desking now. Oh, that was mortifying. Anyway, she's gonna go have herself a little bite to eat in the freezer. Of course you can consume the corpse. Why wouldn't you? Isn't that how you get all the delicious stuff that's inside their brain? She's gonna, oh, she's even gonna go sit at the table. So she's having a little bite to eat. Iron Wolf is just watching. Oh, and then she just dropped her food on the floor. That's gross. Don't just leave it there. Hold on, bud. You want to have... There you go, sweetie. There you go. Alright, I guess we'll bury it. I guess we'll go bury the corpse. We'll get it taken care of. Oh, so squeamish. Everybody else is going to go take care of those beavers, which are down here somewhere. Where are they? We couldn't have already killed them all. Oh, there they are. So hard to see. So everybody's gonna go take care of those beavers. If you remember, the beavers, they knock out the trees. We have quite a few trees, and they move pretty slow, so it's not that big of a deal. Take care, Kaffa. Hopefully your little one is not too fussy today. Mental break. Go juice. Binge. Oh no! Schnoodles! Schnoodles is our terrorist, by the way. Our resident terrorist. Schnoodles the terrorist is binging on Go Juice again. We already had this issue with Schnoodles, if you recall. Schnoodles spent last episode binging on Go Juice and then trying to get over it, and it sucked. So apparently he is binging again. I don't even... Where is he? He's just in the middle of nowhere. Where is he getting this Go Juice from? We have it restricted in the base. Does he have it in his inventory? No. I don't know where he's getting Go Juice from, but he's like sneaking off in the night and like getting his fix and then coming home plastered. So David is hauling the clothing out of the altar room. So now, if we look, we are not just, we're being watched now by the god that we've decided to worship. Which is awesome. So we still can't sacrifice Skippy. We can sacrifice Adam, but I don't really want to because they're still bonded to Schnoodles. Oh, I see. Skippy is still in a psychotic state wandering around. Which is why we still can't do anything with them. We can't control the animals when they're in a psychotic state, just like we can't control the players. What is everybody else up to? So Flaming Bard is hunting raccoon, Iron Wolf is also hunting raccoon, David's cooking, and Skopeek is hunting... I guess we could turn that off. They're hunting all the mega sloths and the raccoons that we sent them out after. Overdose? Ugh, Schnoodles is overdosing. No, Schnoodles! What did we say about ODing? Bad, bad, bad. Ugh. He's high on go juice, he's had a drug overdose, and now his consciousness is lowered and he's just wandering around aimlessly. Ah, that damn go juice. I have no idea where he got it from. We have, see this green leafy stuff? This is catnip. We have a whole bunch of catnip in here. And yet they choose to go for the go juice. Figures, right? Is this ours? No, this Timberwolf is just outside our base sleeping. I was wondering if it was our Timberwolf, but it's not. I'm really glad we built that prisoner room and we got rid of that pesky, pesky Stargrace. It was worth it. Our dudes are not even that upset. Iron Wolf is the most upset. It says, my friend Zero was sacrificed. What have we become? And he's mostly upset because he's a pessimist. Oh, see, now you're talking like a colonist. Burn everything. Yeah. Yes, buddy. What's up? What's up? What? You're right here with me. What's up? No, you cannot have that. You can't have it. Alright, we're gonna speed things along now that things have calmed down. Pumpkins light that room up really nicely. Mom. Yes, honey. What's up? Hmm? What's up? Alright, let's make sure we're doing... What are we working on research-wise, anyway? Oh, we have nothing being researched right now. Let's go back to the vanilla research stuff. We're going to go with microelectronics. That'll give us the bigger research table. And then we're going to start going through the hospital lines, getting better hospital beds and getting bionics and getting all that stuff situated. So we're going to want a bigger area. I don't think we have anything right now. I guess we got a prosthetics bench. Let's go ahead and install one of those right outside the hospital. And then we're going to open up this area here. And this will be like our Dr. Doom area. That's what I'm going to call it. That's where we're going to do our experimenting and our bionic building, part building. Once we get the next research table, we can add one of those communication thingies. That's the technical term. We'll add one of those communication thingies and we'll start getting calls from people flying overhead and we'll be able to do some trading and we'll get some really cool stuff that way. Because we're running a little low on silver right now. So Iron Wolf is doing the research right now. Everybody's just going about their day. I'm surprised there wasn't more of a fallout from that sacrifice. I mean, they're not happy. They're not happy per se, but they're not, you know, going ballistic. Except for Schnoodles, but that's an unrelated matter. He is still wandering around aimlessly because of the ODing. Oh no, Iron Wolf, you're puking all over the ground. Dude, we live here. So caravan from the Covenant of Cacao is approaching their bulk goods trader. They'll hang around for a couple of days and then they'll leave. None of these Stargrace was working on, were they? No. He probably had a hairball. And that's why he was barfing on the floor in the base. Thanks, dude. Oh, Flaming Bard's gonna go and clean it up for us. Skippy is still insane. I'm surprised Skippy is not... she's pregnant. Late stage pregnancy. She's still insane, and I'm surprised that she is not... Whoa, okay. The dudes just walk right through our home. Anyway, I'm surprised she's not starving. Alright, let's see what these people have for sale. Let's take Iron Wolf, trade with the bulk goods trader, and see if they've got anything that we might want. Sometimes they have good stuff. He's got poor health, so we're gonna get crummy prices for this stuff. We're gonna sell a whole bunch of this. We don't need it. And they have 1,000 silver on them. A little bit more than that. All this stuff we don't need. We had a lot of turkey leather. We could sell some of our medicine. Sure, why not? Let's sell this stuff for by a dead person. They don't have anything that I want to buy. We don't need any more hats or anything like that, so... Sell our dead person's gear. I guess get rid of that because they don't have enough money to pay for it. There we go. So now we've got all their money. It's a shame that none of us has the force because we could force choke their Muffalo and then they would attack the people. And then the Muffalo would get killed, and then it would drop all their goodies all over the floor, and we wouldn't take any faction hits for it, because technically we didn't do anything. It was the Muffalo. But unfortunately, we're not force people. So only Iron Wolf is doing the sermon today. I guess it's Iron Wolf's the only one in the base. Copique's sleeping, and
Mama.
Yes, baby. And Schnoodles is still insane, so he can't really make it.
Mama.
He had to call off due to insanity.
Mama.
Yes, baby. So they're just gonna wander through our... Oh, Skippy has collapsed due to extreme exhaustion. Yes, baby. What's up? What's up? We still can't do anything with Skippy, though. We can't interact or put her in a bed to heal up or anything like that. Copique cleaning dirt, and Peralty is hauling some steel. Iron Wolf's doing some research, and Flaming Bard is hunting Alpha Beaver. So we're still dealing with the Alpha Beaver problem, but again, the map is so big. We're lagging a little bit there. So we've really got more than enough room, even if the Alpha Beavers were to go and eat everything on the map, we'd be okay. We've got plenty of food. Skippy is no longer wandering around in a psychotic state. That's awesome. Now we can sacrifice Skippy. Skippy. Let's get Flaming Bard ready. Animals are easier, especially if they're not bonded to anybody. Oh, Executioner is unavailable. Why is she not why is she unavailable? Oh. Okay, it says aborting, but now apparently we're good to go. Goodbye, Skippy. And Skippy's gone. Skippy has been executed by cutting. Your colonists have gathered sacrifice for Naya Larathroptep to offer up livestock in their name. Sacrificing such an innocent-looking animal seems to please the god. Skippy has shared a bond with Flaming Bard during its lifetime, adding to its sacrificial value. The sacrifice gratified the god. Yay! Our god is gratified. I don't think they have any negatives from it. Nope. So they had absolutely zero negatives from sacrificing the animal. Schnoodles is urgently hungry. He's no longer in his psychotic state, so we're gonna wake him up and get him eating. Flaming Bard is joy-filled. She's been having a great time with all her sacrificing. She's happily nude. She did a successful sacrifice. She held a sermon. Life is just great for this exotic dancer turned preacher. And why wouldn't it be, right? I mean, things are just looking up for her. She joined our colony with nothing but the exotic dancing shirt. Wait, I don't even think she had any clothes, actually. She's the nudist, or one of them. So things are going very well for her. I really want to finish researching the microelectronics so that we can get the better research table. The thing is with research, as I mentioned the last stream, the Cthulhu mod and the regular research table, they share a timer. So that's why there's a big red X over the research table up here in the altar room right now. We can't have both. We have to do one or the other. So I've been trying to divide my time between the two of them. I know, bud. Exactly. Alright, and life goes on. We've cut down the animals. We've gotten rid of the dementia patients. Everybody is still perfectly happy. Good times. Yeah. I was just checking to see if the armor was flagged with a D for dead person. I couldn't see it because the name was cut off, but it is. It's definitely flagged for dead people. And we wouldn't want to give it to our nudists anyway. They'd be angry if we gave them dead people clothes. We don't really want to craft any of this stuff. We can do peg legs and steel arms and stuff, but it'll give our colonists negatives and it won't enhance them. However, if one of our colonists were to lose a leg and were unable to walk, then we would want to give them a peg leg. So it's nice to have the table up just in case. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. Here. There you go. I know. It's thrilling, bud. Everybody's having another little sermon. Nice evening time get together. Tip, wear cultist apparel for worshipfulness. What? Do you want down? What kind of occultist gear can we make? Let's see. Oh, there's so much gear we can make. Where is the occultist stuff? I think we have to research it. Oh, here you go, buddy. There you go. What? I don't know what you want, honey. Yeah, I think we have to research it first before we can actually make any of it. What? What? You want up again? There you go. You can't have the microphone. No. I know that's what you want, but you can't have it. Nope. You can't have it. Mwah. Kisses. Mwah. Kisses. Yeah, you can't have the microphone. That's mommy's microphone. It's mommy's microphone. Yeah, that's my hair you're pulling. Okay. Ow, no, that's my earring you're pulling. Don't pull that. No. No. Why are you such a butt today, kid? Uh-huh. So there's 15 minutes left to the stream, so I just want to say hi and thank you to the newcomers who came along. I appreciate the follow and the viewership. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, the same time. My kid is usually around. I've been doing RimWorld lately because it's easiest with the little guy. But that might change. I'm not sure. I'm having so much fun with it that I'd just like to stick with it and see how it plays out. So thank you again, everybody, for watching. I'm not leaving quite yet. I just wanted to get the thank yous and goodbyes out of the way before something big happens and I completely forget. I really like playing these cat people. They're so much fun. And they start powered, but you don't feel like it's too powered. Like, I'm able to amp the difficulty of the game and not feel like it's just easy mode, right? Yes, honey. I know, it's exciting. Come on, we talk a little? Can we talk a little? Yeah, I can. Well, thank you. Thank you, Miss There. So Flaming Bard's a little unhappy. Let's see why. She's in a moderate amount of pain, and she's feeling terrible, and she's tired. It's because she's lost a couple of the happiness buffs that she had. It's not necessarily that anything has happened to make her unhappy. She's got a stab scar on her head and a scratch scar on her torso. Those are things that we can fix with the bionics. But for now she's just gonna have to deal with it. And thank you so much. I'm glad you think they're fun streams. I think they are. I think I have a lot of fun with it. Yeah, you're quiet now, aren't you?
Yeah.
What's Schnoodles doing here? Oh, going off to hunt beavers. Nobody is mining yet, I see. I'm not I guess they've got so much other stuff to do that they're not going to. I have it set as number 3 and number 4. So they'll do all the 2s and 1s first and then move down to the 3s. Which is usually a lot of hunting. But we've got so much meat now, we should be set for a little while. We've got plenty of meals. Radio's still on. People are still happy. As soon as that research is done, we can build the metal one and get rid of the wooden one. Is that even a word? The shape of that table? Pentagonal? Is that a word? I've never heard of pentagonal before. I mean, like, I know what a pentagon is, but pentagonal shaped furniture? Ooh, we can build a beaver skin Sith meditation pad. Let's put that somewhere. That looks fancy. Should we put it in someone's room? There. We'll build a Sith one and a Jedi one. Let's build one of each. There. Scoopik and Flaming Bard. So each get a little meditation. Yeah, what? You want a meditation pad too? I know, honey. I know. Here. Here. There, have this. Here you go. Yeah. Oh, Iron Wolf is puking all over the floor again. Someone's a bad chef. And I'm pretty sure that's why Iron Wolf keeps barfing all over the floor. We've got bad chefs cooking. Here, let's... You're a bad chef. You're okay. You're a bad chef. You're a bad chef. You're okay. You're not eating corpses? Is that what you're saying, Iron Wolf? Or, oh, sorry, it's not Iron Wolf saying it. It's Zach. Yeah, so Iron Wolf is very picky, is what you're saying, about the foods he eats. So he's not eating corpses off the ground. At least someone cleaned it up really quickly. What's up, bud? Almost time, okay? Almost. Oh, we're almost done that research. We're over halfway. That's awesome. Yes, honey. Oh, I know. Okay, come here again. Come here again. There you go. Yeah. Oh, Scoopik is finally getting on the mining. That's awesome. And we must have some tailoring bills. We've finished the cowboy hats. Here you go, bud. So we've finished the cowboy hats and we've done making the top hats. Yes, baby. I know. I know. You're so fussy. You're so fussy. Oh, they're finally building those meditation mats. You're not a fan of onion? Oh, Schnoodles is puking everywhere too. So you're not a fan of onions. I love onion. Scoopik's gonna clean that up. Oh, we must have something happening. Nope, just friendlies coming on the map again. Tribespeople from the Covenant of Cacao again. There's our little meditation mat. We'll get another one built down here. Oh, I see. So it's the texture. Thankfully, I don't have that issue with any fruits, I don't think. My kid, on the other hand, eggs. The texture of eggs, for the longest time, he could not eat them. Because the texture just made him want to retch all the time. But now he's okay. So these are the friendlies who are just going to stand outside and do nothing and just walk outside the base. Everybody else is starting to mine here. No, he's pretty good with the box-shaped things now. It's long sleeves that he's got a thing with. Oh, crispy onions are awesome. An unusual cold snap has set in. Cold snaps can quickly kill by hypothermia. Be sure to build a heated space to survive. We don't actually have to worry about this with the cat people. They can survive up to like -60 or something like that. Caravan request. A nearby settlement policeman's town contacts you with a special trade request. They would like to purchase 10 fur cultist robes. We don't really want to build that for them, so we're just gonna take a pass. But yeah, we what was I saying? He's good with the boxes now. He doesn't like long sleeves on his arms. He freaks out if there's long sleeves. He's good with the vacuum now too, which is nice. I used to have my mother-in-law come over and take him for a walk anytime I wanted to vacuum the house, because he would just, or deal with the fact that he was just gonna go crazy. But he's okay with it now, which is nice. It's nice to be able to do my housework. As odd as that is to say. So we've got a cold snap, and it's alright for our kitty people. If you take a look at their stats here. This one. Wait, no. One of these stats. Oh, this one. See, they can survive -119 Celsius. -60 Celsius for the nudist. -75 Celsius for the other nudist. -93. So we will be okay. Our stuff might die, but we will be alright. Oh yeah, I forgot we don't have, we need to have a vent on Schnoodle's place here. And there. And we will also... What's up, bud? We'll also build some heaters here. Watch your head. Come here. You gotta watch your head under there. Yeah, I know. You bonked your head. I know. Yeah. It's -18 inside our freezer, which is fine. We could also just build temporary fires. Contained ones, like campfires. I'm not like don't set fire to the walls or anything like that, but we could build temporary ones to heat up the base while there's a cold snap going on. What? But like I said, our cat people, they really don't mind the cold. Oh no, we have a fire. Somebody needs to go put that out. A fault in the electrical conduct has caused a short circuit. All 3,000 watts of energy in the connected batteries has been discharged in an electrical explosion. Eek! Put it out. Alright. Fire is put out, and they're gonna have to rebuild everything. It took out 2 end tables and part of a bed. Part of Skopik's bed. But it didn't spread. That wall right there is a stone wall. So, yeah, exactly. Hey, burn everything. No, you can't have the keyboard, bud. I know. Skopik's bed is fixed. They need to fix the wiring too, so that the lamps will turn back on. Yay, we finished microelectronic basics, which is what I wanted to do for this stream. That was my goal. Let us... And now we can build the comms console. Let us build the Uberness high-tech research. Woohoo! let's get that. And then we want... where can we stuff this? There, let's put that there. And there. Woohoo! Awesome. So we'll get those finished up and then I'll end the stream for today. What we're doing is building the metal research table and the communications center. And that will help us research faster, better, and it'll allow people to communicate with us through space, and we can sell anything that's in this room that's covered by the orb. So yay, awesome. We didn't lose any, well, that was a lie. I was gonna say we didn't lose anybody today. We did, but it was through our own choosing, and that makes all the difference. We did lose one person, but like I said, oh my goodness, you're excited. When we choose, oh, we're having a solar flare? Of course we are. What? What? So none of our electronics will work while there's a solar flare going on. Which figures that we would just build all these awesome things that need electricity and now we can't use any of them. Okay, down you go, bud. Okay, fine, up you go. Up you go. And on that note, I'm going to end the stream, guys. I will be back tomorrow. We will continue on with our RimWorld adventures, more than likely, unless something else shiny comes along and catches my attention. So please take care, and I hope you all have a wonderful day slash night slash whatever it is for you. And I will talk to you all again very, very soon. Take care, and happy gaming, no matter where you find yourself.